All right, hello everybody. This is Andre from Juwan Fitness once again. I hope that you're having a wonderful Monday so far. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about how long is it truly going to take you to build six-pack abs, because this is a question I've been getting a lot. So I'm going to put this to rest right here. So the first thing is you have to find out how much weight you need to lose. This is very important because if you don't know how much to lose, then how are you going to know how long it's going to take? So let's say, for example, if you have 20 pounds to lose and your goal is to lose 2 pounds a week in a fast fashion, and this is very important because if you try to lose more than this, what's going to happen is going to be a lot harder for you to maintain your muscle mass as well as strength if that's what you're doing. So 2 pounds is a maximum. I'll recommend 1 to 1.5 because in that range you'll have a lot more freedom in the amount of food that you can eat in between your meals, and it's just much more endurable. So it could take you up to 10 weeks to lose that 20 pounds. Now, if you want to do it a bit slower, it would be 20 weeks, vice versa. If you only need to lose 10 pounds in a month, then in that situation, you can actually lose the 10 pounds if you diet real fast, lose 10 pounds a week. Or if you want to do it slower, you can lose the 5 pounds. You could lose, it'll just take you 10 weeks to do it that way. Number two is you want to make sure that you're tracking, because if you're not tracking the amount of calories you have, then how are you going to actually see results? I mean, it's not going to be consistent. You'll flip-flop, and this was my problem early on in my fitness journey, where I wasn't tracking anything. I wasn't tracking my food. I wasn't tracking my cardio, none of that stuff. So one day I could be in a caloric surplus, and the next day I could be in a deficit, and the next day I could be maintaining, and then I would weigh myself, and I ate way more, or I wasn't losing it at all. So you want to make sure that you're tracking all your progress, your weight, every single week. So a good example is to at least weigh yourself 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as soon as you get up, and that's really going to help you calculate the average for that. And you want to do this long term until you get the results that you want. The next thing is you want to track your food, and if you don't do this, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to reach your goals, because you have to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose fat in the first place. And by tracking, you'll be able to get in a deficit. Now, a great app that you could use is MyFitnessPal, and this is very important because the first thing you want to do is put your weight in, then your activity level, and based on what your activity level is, that's going to adjust your calories to reach your goals. So just play with that and know what your activity level is, and then your favorite foods, macros, nutrients. So there are 3 macros of protein, fats, and carbs, and by manipulating them, that can help you build the body that you want. And alcohol can be considered a 4th macronutrient, but it's not the most important. So you want to actually be in a moderate intake of alcohol. You don't drink too much because that could be counterproductive to your goals. And yes, it is possible to get shredded with alcohol. I tried it before, but it's just not sustainable, and your strength basically goes to hell at that point, which is something I learned the hard way. So you just want to make sure you're drinking 2 to 5 drinks. And last but not least, before I get out here, is that you want to make sure that you're getting at least a sufficient amount of protein, because if you're not getting enough protein, it's going to really be hard for you to maintain the muscle with losing fat. So get at least 80.82 grams per pound of body weight in protein per day to really help you achieve your goals and all that stuff. And I'm going to give you a bonus when it comes to the abs. You want to make sure that you only need to do a few ab exercises in order to get your abs defined, because there's one thing to be in a calorie deficit. Your abs will show, but if you want to get them more defined, to get that definition, then you have to do at least a few ab exercises. Now I'm going to give you a couple. The first is doing hanging leg raises, and this exercise is very important because it's very good for developing the midsection. And if you don't have a pull-up bar, I suggest that you get one if possible, if they're still in stock. So either go on Amazon, go to the store and pick one up. If you don't want to do that, a great alternative at home, if you're just doing body routines, is to do the line leg raise exercise. That's very good at developing abs. Another great exercise is doing the knee tucks, and this is, you can just do this with body weight to start off. So if you have a bench at your apartment or your house, then basically sit on the bench and then pull your legs out and then just tuck, and you'll really feel it in your midsection right there. So that's actually all I want to talk about. And when it comes to abs, we will name them again, is make sure you know how much weight you need to lose to really identify your goal. Number 2 is to be consistent, track everything, your workouts, your nutrition, exercises, all that stuff, how much weight you're losing per week. Weigh yourself 3 times a week and then get the average. And if you're losing weight, then that's a good thing, as long as it's in the range of 1 to 2 pounds. If you're losing more than 2 pounds, then just slightly increase your calorie intake so that you can actually achieve your goal. If you're losing less than a pound, then you know that you need to eat less and work from there. It takes a little bit of manipulation. It takes a little bit a manipulation to reach your goals. You're not going to be spot on 100% of the time, but try to be at least within 100 calories of your goals. So whether you're eating 100 more, 100 less, it's not really going to make a difference. But just track everything, and that's what I want to talk about. If you have any more questions, then feel free to let me know. We have a discussion about it. And to follow me on my other social media, check out my Instagram, which is Andre Suave, and on there I have tips about fitness, fat loss, dieting, intermittent fasting, as well as some style tips. And I'm about to do some stuff when it comes to cologne, because people have been asking me, Andre, so soft, you had a nice change, you had the nice watch and all that stuff there, you looking like fly and everything. So I'm going to do future content on that stuff about style and fashion, so stay tuned for that. And last but not least, I have a Facebook and 2 accounts there. My personal is Andre Brown, so feel free to send me a friend request, and then you and I can connect better, so you'll get more access to me through my fitness, workout tips, motivation, and keep you focused on your goal to help you achieve the body that you want. And last but not least, I have my own personal community, which is the Jawan Exercise and Health Community, and in there I talk about tips on motivation, help you achieve your goals to be successful. That's all I have. Be sure to share this video with your family, friends, everybody that you know, to get this YouTube video out here, and that'll help me be able to help as many people as possible, as well as get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later on.